She's popular on Instagram for her textured bridal bouquet paintings and inspirational posts, but few have ever stepped foot in her Oasis art studio in Bay St. Louis. And today's In Their Shoes, we get a lesson on art and life from one of the Gulf Coast's most prolific painters. Hey y'all, guess where we are? We are over here in Bay St. Louis at the art studio of the one and only Leanna Garcia. She's a fabulous artist. You got to come inside and check out her work.
Leanna, thank you so much
for having us.
Absolutely, it's so good to have you here.
This place is beautiful.
Thank you. It's taken a lot to get here, but it's really come together. It's my little oasis.
I don't think anybody knows this place exists, except maybe on social media.
Yeah, my little pocket of social media.
Of course, you've been doing art for years.
Yeah.
How long?
Pretty much my whole life.
Okay.
I started when I was a kid and just never stopped.
Okay, well, I'm prepared for my lesson.
You
How
look
do I look?
Amazing. You fit in with the studio space.
I'm channeling my inner Leanna.
Yes.
All right, well, let's do it.
Absolutely. Well, I have you over here. And what I did was I went ahead and just did a underpainting so that we could really focus on adding texture and movement and color, all the fun stuff.
So what are we painting exactly?
So we are painting this arrangement made by the French protege, and this is just it's called a still life painting when you look at the flowers and you just create. We're going to use palette knives, and we're just going to, literally pick it up. And you can start wherever. I do like to start with the flowers that are kind of in the back, and you want to start with the furthest petals. So like for these white ones, right? And you just play. You just play with it. You don't want to be too serious with it. You just want to have fun. It's not about perfection.
I feel like I'm trying to copy your style right now, and I'm not really sure I know how to do it.
Yeah, well, that's okay. It's taken me a long time to really figure out my own style. The greenery to me is the most fun part because you can just be wild with it.
There's no wrong.
There's no wrong. Nothing wrong you can do. That's the thing about art. It's all subjective. You are going to create something totally unique and different than I will, and it's not because of, skill or perfection or anything like that. It's just we're going to naturally kind of see things differently. You're doing great.
Am I really?
Yes, you are doing great. You are.
I feel like I'm just like sticking it on there.
And it might feel like that at first, but it's really going to come together.
Well,
now, don't get too caught up in one area. Kind of play with the whole canvas.
There's something so great about this texture. It's like yummy.
Most people comment on my Instagram, they're like, it looks like icing. I'm like, don't eat it.
Don't eat it. So if one of your kids says, Mom, I have no idea what I want to be when I grow up, what do you tell them?
Just follow your heart, follow your passions, and your passions won't lead you wrong. I think we can get so caught up in, making sure our kids are going to college. And I did go to college, and I was miserable. That's not where I thrived. I thrive in a studio, and I thrive creating, and I just want my kids to do the same thing.
This is harder than it looks.
It is. Just play.
Just play.
Just play.
At some point,
You doing good over there?
I have to tell myself, you just have to know when to quit.
Gotta know when to hold them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Mm-hmm. Know when to run. Okay, so that's a special Jamie edition. I decided not to be Leanna. I decided to be Jamie.
That's right. You should make prints of it and sell it.
Leanna, thank you so much for having me in your studio. I know we're the only people that have been in this studio before that's outside of your family, so thank you so much for allowing us to come in. We've learned so much today.
I'm so glad you came. I had so much fun. You had me laughing, tapping into my philosopher self. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Ooh! Oh, did I get paint on you? Oh,
no,
sorry.
I have an apron too, so we're good.
One day. Leanna says her goal is to have an art gallery on the coast one day. Until then, she's available for commission work. You can find her on Instagram at WLOX.